A sword such as this will bring honor to its bearer.
This is nice work. It's new, isn't it?
You know the trouble with an adventurous life, son? It can end before it gets started. I might teach you how to handle a sword, and then someone will shoot you with a crossbow.
Now, for the maiden bloodletting. Surely your father never would have imagined it would be your blood. Such miserable luck. To die by the sword you helped forge.
Sometimes I ask myself what it all means. Why does God allow such things to happen? All this slaughter and revenge, over and over.
Tell me, boy, who are you? What in hell's name happened?
I've come from Skalitz. They burned it to the ground, slaughtered everyone.
Who burned it to the ground?
That's him. That's the bastard who led the attack at Skalitz and killed my parents.
I'm sure we're all agreed that all this unrest must come to an end.
I finally have the feeling we're doing something worthwhile. We're helping to save the king.
Instead of saving his drunken majesty, I'd rather find that whoreson who murdered my parents, get the sword back from him, and skewer him with it.
To put a stop to this senseless war.
Thank you, Gun Kid. Thank you for rescuing my stream from 2 hours of silence. And hello, Stone. Stone was here first. Excuse me. I was just remarking on how happy I was that my troll, my dedicated troll, was the first one in the stream. Mr. Sourpuss Stone himself. Hello, Stone. Hello, Gun Kid. So yeah, I'm off work today. So here's the funny thing is, he got an alert. Wait, yeah, RPC. I also tweeted too. Hold on. How to clear my throat? It's this morning thing. I gotta think of ahead when I do like a morning stream, or if I stream after just finishing a big meal, because I haven't talked yet today. So as soon as I went live and started talking, I realized like I got morning frogs in my throat and everything else. But yeah, so I live in the Pacific Northwest, where there's been a recent outbreak of coronavirus. My work has been closed for the last 2 days, but surprisingly, just coincidentally, was not the coronavirus, but a computer virus has shut down my work network. So like, I went to work yesterday. There was a thing saying, see if you can grab your laptop and work from home. And I went to go get my laptop because I don't normally bring it home. And there was like this committee at the front door. They had tables set up and they were collecting laptops because they need to like, I don't know, put a patch in them and clean them out. I don't know what happened to our network, but anyway, so this is day 2. Yesterday I just kicked back. I didn't really play games too much yesterday. I just kicked back and because we had a busy weekend. Only kills you immunocompromised. I think it remains to be seen, but yeah, it's 2% as a mortality rate. It's not end of the world numbers, but it's not good either. That means people are dying some people are dying who wouldn't die from a regular flu. So, but I have heard, yeah, it's people that particularly have pre-existing other conditions. There have also been an unusual number of health workers reported in China, but the idea of that is health workers work super long hours, and their level of exposure is much higher than the general public as well. But yeah, so I think it's, if you want my opinion, I don't want to get political because it has become political. I don't think it should be that, but it has been a little bit. And you know I don't like talking politics, but I will say my opinion is this: it could cause problems. I think there may be more problems caused by how people react to it than the disease itself. But if it's widespread, a 2% mortality rate is not going to be, that doesn't sound like a lot, but that will not be pretty to watch unfold. So that means, you know, most people are going to come through it fine, but that's a lot of people. 2% is a lot of people to not come out of it fine, when compared to like a regular flu or that sort of thing. You just saw news of retirement home and outbreak and the fire. Yeah, well, the in Washington, which is the next state up from where I am, I'm in Oregon. There was a particular like nursing care facility where it hit like half the people who got it almost have died, but they were all people who were obviously, or I don't know if all, but there are a number of people there who are unwell. I'm not sure if it applied to any of the like the people that work there. People who work there, I don't know if any of them are among those who died, but it's a bad place for something like that to circulate, because you already have a bunch of people who are most likely, you know, old and have health issues already. So obviously the mortality rate is going to be higher in a population like that. But my work is closed presumably for a computer virus, which is completely coincidental. Which is all right. I don't mind having a couple of days off work, because I'll be honest, my work's been getting real stressful lately. I've been putting in a lot of long hours. We've at this point got plenty saved up, so that, like, because I always look at this as what I'm doing is technically a super long-term but potentially just temp job, because most of the employees that do what I do it on a contract basis through a staffing agency, even though people will, like, this project is slated to go through 2022 right now. So I don't know if they'll need everybody through 2022, but I mean, it's like, as far duration wise, it's almost just like a regular job, but it could also just dry up. Like, things could change and they could be like, yeah, half the people on this project just don't come in tomorrow. And that's that, because we're not employees. We're just kind of like, we're just very, very easily dismissible. So we've been putting some money aside in the event that there is a sudden change in employment that may not be quite as predictable as would be in a regular job. But what that also means is if I take some mandatory days off, I'm not getting paid, but I'm also not, it's not a big deal. So I can kind of just treat it like a vacation. Yeah. And as far as I know, actually, I should probably check. As far as I know, I'll be going back to work tomorrow. But it just occurred to me that I should make I should probably check and make sure that I haven't been sent anything in the last, because I've been setting up stream for like the last 20 minutes and I hadn't checked, because it could be like, hey, the network's back up, come into work right now. But I was told to expect not to come in at all today. Yeah, saving is always smart when you can. I know, excuse me, I've been through periods where saving has not been such an easy thing to do. But luckily, because of we're basically living below our means. We have a roommate. We still don't have cars. it's made up for the fact that I'm paying some student loans back, but the fact that we don't have the expense of like cars, and I know my public transportation is paid for by my job, and I'm trying to think if I think my wife's current job that she got, they gave her an annual TriMet pass in Portland, unlimited for so. Except when we rent cars and stuff like we did this weekend, we have like 0 transportation expenses, which is that's like a huge expense when you think about it. Between car payments and insurance and maintenance and registration and all that stuff, it all adds up. So that's what has allowed it, by not having those expenses, that's what's kind of allowed us to put a little bit aside in case we end up, a job like this. Don't come to work. But I'm fully expecting to be going back to work. It's probably tomorrow. Anyway, so how's everybody doing? Happy, what is it, Tuesday? I just realized I got all these tangled up cords down here. Like, that's not... Too many cords. I have all these, where I have everything plugged in at my desk when I go to bed. It's just like a... it's like a hub of charging. But it's all tangled up in like my microphone cord and then my, Okay, I don't know why it got muted again. Cause I don't think I did anything. Did I hit a shortcut? Let me see. No. I don't know what happened. I'm wondering if I hit something, if something got hit on my keyboard when I was screwing around with my chords. So, well, this one is it's not the Orb Weaver. Is the Tartarus the one before the Orb Weaver? The Orb Weaver actually looks like it has too many buttons for me, but I've had essentially the evolution of this gamepad since was it the Belkin Nostromo N51 from like 2004, 2005. And it's been bought by like 2 different companies since then. Why the hell was my mic muted again? Oh yeah, it's got a scroll wheel. And the thing that I like doing with it is it's got this directional pad down here. And because it's not really useful for me to use that as a directional pad, my thumb rests on it and I use that as numerical keys. So I have it, the directions up, down, left, right set to 1, 2, 3, 4, which ends up coming in handy in like a ton of MMOs and everything else, where it's like anytime you need quick access to numbers, the first 4 numbers are like super right there at my thumb tip. And yeah, it's pretty cool. And it's totally, you can customize it for each game, and it's nice. I mean, they've all done that. And the Orb Weaver is the more premium version of this, but it almost looks like too much gamepad for me. There's like a whole other row of buttons. I think it would be too much. Like, I wouldn't be able to make use of it. But you know what? I'm gonna jump in. Oh, I was saying about how I bought Near Automata. It's on sale right now for $19.99. I got it at Humble because I have the I have an extra 10 to 15% off because I'm the monthly member, so I got it for like 18 bucks. And yeah, I tried playing that yesterday, but it was a little too controller twitchy for me, so I didn't. I was like, I have to wait till I'm in the right mood for it. Great for laptops, perfect hand placement without having a full-size keyboard. Hey, oh yeah, I don't use my keyboard when I'm gaming at all. Occasionally I have to lean towards it. Yeah, that's what I was saying, Gun Kid, is it looks like a really great game, but especially because I'm not used to using a controller, and you need a controller for that game. Just learning the basic controls was making my fingers and wrists cramp up a little bit. So I was like, I gotta wait till I really want to play this game, because it was also a lot more action frantic than I usually am in the mood for. I've just heard it's a really, really good game, and it was cheap, so I've had it on my list for a long time, but I waited until it was under 20 bucks. And so yesterday I thought I was going to maybe explore that game a bit, but I think I played it for about a half hour, and then my hand and finger joints started getting sore. So I was like, okay, we're gonna wait. Maybe I'll need to do some sort of training regimen where I'll play a few games that are controller based so I can build up my finger and hand core muscles. I don't know, or get carpal tunnel. I don't know, one or the other. Lots of perfect timing. Well, what about if you could play it in easy mode, right? Can't you play into easy, so a lot of that stuff's kind of automated? But no, Kingdom Come has been my game. I'm back to it. For those hanging out last time, I was playing as a lady. I have this this love interest, and our hometown got attacked, and I was like, oh, how did you escape from the town? And she's like, it's a long story. Do you really want to hear it? And I was like, sure. And then this cutscene happened, and it's part of a DLC. I didn't realize that, because I have a bunch of DLC for this game. It ended up being about a 4-hour sequence of you playing as this lady in your hometown as it gets attacked and everything. It's pretty cool. This bundle just showed up on the PS4 store. It's Platinum Games bundle with Bayonetta and everything. I have Bayonetta, the first one as well. I don't think Bayonetta 2 is on PC. There's another one I streamed out a little bit, and I don't know. I know a certain mood may hit me, and those Platinum games, I'll be in the mood for them. Because when I was playing Bayonetta, there was a part of me that was like, yeah, I can see having a lot of fun with this, but not when I'm in the mood for something a little more slow-paced. Which most of the time I'm in the mood for something a little more slow-paced. Bayonetta, do you mean Bayonetta 2 is a Nintendo exclusive? Yeah, they released like the Super Deluxe version on PC, I don't know, a couple years ago. But the other twos are straight up Nintendo only, huh? 3 is to be released on Switch, alright. Older means slower for lawyers too, huh? Yeah, it's true. Even with the fingers get slower, brain gets a little slower. That's when I started this job I'm at right now, which is really, it's very complex. There was some part of me that was a little worried when I realized how complex it was going to be. I was like, oh crap, is my brain agile enough to like learn all this stuff right now? Because yeah, it's it's a lot. It's a lot of moving parts, and everything's constantly changing. So you're constantly learning. And I know there's plenty of times where I just get fatigued, where by the end of the day, I'm just like, yeah, I'm gonna have to look at some of this later because I'm done. I'm done learning for today. I learned enough. I'm gonna have to absorb what I already got. Yeah, that's people. Now I don't want spoilers, but people definitely are saying that it's got a deep philosophical kind of thing going on, and it's sort of some profound ways in which it, I don't know, interfaces with the player, and some kind of weird, like, meaningful, unique ways. Oh no, I wasn't worried you were giving me spoilers. I don't even know why I threw that out there, because no one in here is a spoiler prone. But anyway, all right. Speaking of slow games.
45 seconds of gameplay.
Not on purpose. Yeah, no, I wasn't that concerned about it. The only thing I know I've heard over and over again, because I was looking at, is there's a ton of different endings, and ending E is the best one, or the real one, or something. I don't even know what the hell that means. And luckily no one that's mentioned that in reviews has given any indication of what that means. But I do know that, ending E. So, but see, this is a little more slow paced. This is the open world. Now, the whole reason I came here in the first place is because I wanted to ask this lady out for a walk. Squishy thighs. Yeah, definitely seems to have some of that. Hey, Teresa.
Henry, I'm so glad to see you.
I was going to ask you out on a walk. Yeah, tell me about the dog that's wandering around here. Hey, Madros, good morning. Yeah, it's still morning, still early. I know, you know what? I felt with the face cam, I haven't used the face cam in, I can't remember the last time I used the face cam. It's usually because I don't want to mess with it. I just don't want to trouble with it. And today, I was like, hey, I've got the whole day off work because I already went through this whole thing. There's actually a computer virus has shut down my work network. And if you can't work on your computer, you literally can't do anything. Our entire business is done by computer. So if the computer's down, that's it. So I even tried to get my laptop to bring home to try to do stuff offline, and they were like, no, anything that's been on the network needs to be confiscated and like patched, and they actually were collecting people's laptops. So anyway, so I was home for the day, and then I thought, well, I have time to mess around with my camera today, see if I can get, I'm always screwing with it, like the green screen in particular. I have a hard time getting lighting right so that it doesn't look like crap. And I think I actually did pretty good with the green screen today. I did lighting a little differently than I normally do. So, yeah. And then I'm streaming now. But normally the face cam is just, I just don't want to deal with it. Because like setting up my green screen is kind of a production. Getting the lighting is kind of the production. Setting up the chroma key can be kind of a production. Everything is kind of a production. Maybe someone was downloading prawn at work. So, I think it's more likely to be like a phishing thing, like emails with shady attachments, because not that I've looked for prawn at work, but I can say it's very limited what you can access on our network at work. Because I know a couple times I've just looked for regular, I don't know if I looked at something for Amazon or something, and it was just like, you cannot access this website. And it was something real standard that I just real quick was like, I don't think it was even Amazon. I think it was something that conceivably had a work purpose that I wanted to look, like Wikipedia. I don't know what, it was something very standard and I wasn't able to access it. So I was like, okay. No, LimeWire. All right, so let's hear about this dog.
What's that dog you have here? He looks familiar.
Don't you remember him? It's Mart, the butcher's dog from Skalitz.
Ah, of course. When I went back to bury my parents, he was guarding his master's dead body.
Mutt.
A faithful dog. How come he's here?
When we carted you here, we took Mutt along too. He's been hanging around the mill ever since.
Ah.
How's he doing?
A lot better now. I slipped him something good now and again when Uncle wasn't looking.
He won't starve to death then. What does the miller have to say about it?
He can't stand him.
How's that?
Every time he sees him, he starts shouting that he's a useless mouth to feed and that'll skin him.
Jesus.
And it didn't even soften his heart when Mutt brought a hare from the woods. He was happy to eat it, but it didn't change his mind.
I could have a word with him.
That would be a waste of time.
I wonder if I can have the dog.
Does he obey you?
Me? Not much. He's got a mind of his own, and I'm just not strict enough.
Ah, spoilt then.
No, he just hasn't learned many commands. But he's well able to beg for a piece of meat.
How long has he been with you?
More or less since we came here. He runs off now and again, but he always comes back. Sometimes I don't see him all day. I think he likes to go wandering.
So he's doing quite well then?
Yeah. I'd keep him, but he reminds me too much of Tinker. You know, I don't want to think about Scarlet. So I thought maybe you might take him with you?
I was just
Me?
waiting.
I'm sure the two of you would get on great.
I want the
He's a
dog.
handsome fella and lovable.
Yes.
I'd be very happy if you had him.
Sold.
But we never had a dog at the smithy. We never needed one.
Come on.
Take it.
He's got no one.
I'll take him.
All right. I'll take him. He can keep me company on my travels.
Thanks, Henry.
I think
Go
this
and get
dog's
him then.
better at fighting than I am.
He's sniffing around somewhere here.
Yeah, so when you play the DLC as her in the hometown, she had a special dog that followed her everywhere. That, I mean, you're watching this already, so spoiler alert. The dog gets killed, as you're playing, the dog gets killed right in front of her. And after you ran around with it for like 4 hours, and it's like helping you, protecting you, helping you find things, like it sniffs stuff out and help you find things. It was like, it made you super attached to this dog, and then the dog just gets, like somebody takes a mace to its head because it's barking at them. Terrible. So, anyways, it made me really want to play with a dog. Have a dog with me. All right, Teresa, I came here for a walk. It's been like 6 hours of game time. All I wanted to do was go for a walk. Let's see. Did I bring her something?
I've brought you something.
Do I have No. No, I think the only jewelry I have is the ring that belonged to my ex. Right? Yeah, nope, not gonna do that. Here, this... Yeah, I want to cancel it.
I must have dropped it somewhere.
I thought I could give her
Probably wasn't
flowers.
the best idea anyway.
I don't want to give her the ring that I was going to... that I got off my dead ex-fiance's hand. That does not seem like a cool thing to give her. Let's go for a walk, though.
What now? Should we take a walk?
I didn't...
You don't give up, do you? Well, let me think. And where would you care to go?
How about just a stroll along the river? We're right here, right? We'll start simple.
What if we took a stroll along the river?
Why not? That sounds lovely. Shall we go?
Yeah.
Let's go.
We're going on a date. The miller's
That was
daughter.
a good idea to go for a walk. Not that I don't like the mill, but you get tired of it. So I'm glad you took me out. I'd love to see the markets in Prague one day. Have you ever been to Prague?
No, I haven't. I have been in Kuttenberg, but Prague must be much bigger.
I've heard it's pretty smelly, though.
Yeah, so many people in one place. So many assholes.
It's disgusting. I'd I'd love to listen to that young preacher, Jan Hus. They say he preaches in the common tongue. Everyone's talking about it.
I bet he's just handsome. That's why the women dote on him.
You're a right one. A preacher doesn't need good looks for people to listen to him.
And what about that fine fellow at St. James? I know full well why all the girls have started going to confession, and you have too, so don't give me any of that.
You scoundrel. Well, all right. I admit I find him handsome. But that doesn't make me a bad Christian.
I'd never dare to suggest such a thing.
Tell you what. Let's not dawdle. Last one is a slimy slug.
Oh, we racing now. All right. Looks like am I beating? Should I let her win? No. Wait, what happened? I feel like I am at a distinct advantage. Although holding back is kind of, isn't that insulting if I hold back? Well, wait, this is the Middle Ages. All right. In the Middle Ages, maybe you do hold back. I don't know. I don't know what the etiquette is on whether you should play to win during a Riverwalk date or do you go gentle to keep things friendly? All right.
That was fun. Sit down
win.
here next to me, Hal.
Ooh, I got a new perk point.
And what about you?
Crush her.
I heard you're helping Sir Radzig.
Sir Radzig has me running in a few errands. I have to say, he always treats me well, and I make a wage.
So you've had your turn of luck. What's it like serving nobility?
It's not the lap of luxury.
I don't know. I suppose it's a job like any other.
Of course. I'm sure it's no different than being a charcoal burner. You'll have to try harder than that.
Ooh. Ooh, it's like sexy music starting. Oh, they're cute. Come on. Look at them.
Now then.
Oh, Henry, what am I going to do with you? Wandering the land, turning innocent girls' heads.
I hope your knees didn't buckle. Let me see. The only one whose head is messed up. No, I think I like this one.
What? I hope your knees didn't buckle too.
You rascal. You know what? Ask me another time.
Another time?
For what?
The next time you come to see me. You will come and see me again, won't
For
you?
Knuckles?
I don't know. I am awfully busy.
Well, if you do find the time, I'll be glad to see you. But now I have to go.
Can I go with you?
Just a little way. I don't want anyone to gossip.
Ooh, the walk along the river. Chicka bow, bow. You don't want anyone to talk, but they saw us leave together. Oh, just pop back in here. Okay.
Thank you for coming with me. Please come and see me again.
All right. Let's see about this dog, though. Oh, what's this flower? Puppy. Where are you at, dog? Dog? I am your master now. Excuse me. Sir?
Hey, Mutt. Remember me? From Skalitz, remember? You want to go with me? Come on then. We'll get on like a house on fire. Follow me.
The dogs have creepily human eyes. Let me see. From this moment on, you have a canine companion. He's your best friend who will protect and help you, but you must take care of him. You can talk to him and feed him, ideally with meat. Give him commands and reward him with praise. Let's see, with the cursor, you give him all sorts of commands using X. You have a new skill. Houndmaster determines how well your dog is trained and what commands you've taught him. You gain experience by using the commands and other interactions. In the sidekicks tabs, you can see the stats, most important of which is obedience, It tells whether your dog obeys you or not. Its level will keep falling with every injury, and also if you neglect your dog for a long time. If obedience falls too low, your dog will stop heeding some of your commands. If it falls to 0, a run off will take some time before it comes back to you. During this time, you won't be able to give him commands. The higher the obedience, the better stats the dog has. He'll defend himself and you better, causing greater damage to foes and taking a longer time before he decides to run off again. You can improve your dog's obedience mainly by feeding him and praising him, but doing it several times in succession over a short period is less effective than feeding and praising him regularly. Okay. Let's take a look at... Hey, Mutt. Hey, Mutt. Hey. Thank you for being my dog. Thank you for being my dog.
Good boy.
Strangely human eyes.
That's my boy.
I don't think I... What are other commands? Heal, free. No, I don't want to do any of those. Actually, though, free... I think free is the normal state of things for him. Be nice. Now can I make him sick people? Let me see if I got any meat. I have dried meat. You want dried meat, dog? Come on, I got bread that's going stale. You want some of that?
Look what I've got for you.
I guess
You'll
dogs
love
like...
this.
They like jerky treats. Yeah, dried meat. He loves it. Yep. Let's see. Where's that player buff statistic? Where was that companions bar they were talking about? Sidekicks. Horse, dog, sense of smell. Sniff out your enemies even when they're out of the sight. Okay. Current command. Your dog is presently carrying out this long-term command. Free. Okay, free is the default. I've got a doggy. That's right, Chauncey. I have a new emotional pet. A new emotional support pet, Chauncey. I'll have to kill us some rabbits. Where is he? Yep. Delicious mud. Good old mud. Alright, what I gotta figure out what to do now. There's part of the main quest, but there's also has to race out in a couple days. The miller has a thiefy job for me. I don't think I want to do that. There's a scribe so I can learn to read, and the Ushits. Ushits. Anyway, so. Do me a favor. Okay, then there's like a fighting game thing. I do have some treasure maps. Newhoff is not where I am. Rattay. Where am I? I'm at Rattay, right? Yeah, this is Rattay. There's Newhoff. Let's see. There's See, this looks kind of close, and I think that bridge up on the top there.
Sorry, I couldn't quite hear.
Shut up, Siri. Siri, I'm not talking to you.
Yes.
No. Quiet. Be quiet, Siri. Technology. So, directly east, across the river from town. Go up, take a left at the road. Go to the rocks. What's LED? So I think on a larger scale. No, no. Yeah, you get it, Gun Kid. Okay, so I think we're just gonna do a little exploring now. And I think that map looks like maybe what I'm looking for is somewhere over here. I'm just gonna throw an X down. We're just gonna go a little, we're gonna have a little explore. We'll bring our dog with us because I've got shit gear right now. Let me see, what do I have for a sword? Let me get my shield back on. Oh, you know what? I should sell some stuff because I'm pretty loaded down. Yeah, that's the first order of business. I think there's like a merchant right nearby that I can sell some things to. Yep. Good old Mutt. I'm glad I have a dog. I don't know why, but that makes me very happy to have a dog. I think there's a lady right here I can sell some things to. Hi.
Good afternoon.
Let's trade.
Good luck then.
I'm gonna sell. I don't think I need this bludgeon anymore. I mean, how much money does she have? 229. I doubt I've got enough for that. I think I'm gonna... Actually, I just have one of each of these arrows. So, they're just taking up inventory slots. This shield I can get rid of. There, let's check armor. I think I've got extra stuff. The brown hose. Hunter's gloves. Oh, hold on. Really want to... No. I want to sell some of this stuff, but I realized I took off a bunch of my stuff before the date because I didn't want to seem too, like, militaristic for the date. So I want to put on all my, what I'm considering my regular combat gear before I go selling some stuff. But in concluding, I think I want to put the hose back. But I know I'll get rid of this stuff. And of course, haggling is the order of the day.
Can we do something about the price?
All right, so.
Gotta get paid, baby. Let's see. How about there? This is a good compromise.
Are we agreed?
We're getting there. Just drop the price a bit more.
All right. Oh, she's halfway to pissed. Let's do this. Halfway.
Finally, a reasonable sum.
Yeah. Good. All right. Let's see. Let's put this on. The leg plate. What am I wearing down there already? The hose. Okay, so the hose can go. I think I like... What am I wearing right now? Is this... This is, I think, the tabard that the people in my town wear. I like this. I'm going to keep that. It's 1 point more conspicuous. All prices have been pre-haggled. Yeah. The old boots are all beat up. No. Working boots. Which gloves are better? The hunter's gloves? Yeah. The padded coif? Ooh, this is much better, but it's also pretty beat up. But I'm gonna put it on. I'm gonna see if I can go someplace and get it patched up. So that's what I'm doing right now. I'm probably gonna go to town. I'm gonna see like see if I can get some things patched up. Bam braces. All right. So I think the rest of the stuff, except for the ring, is safe to give away. Okay. I want to get rid of... I might get rid of the bread, too. The bread's going bad, and I got plenty of other preserved stuff. Do I want... Why am I carrying wine? Actually, I guess I should carry a little bit of wine with me. Who knows? Who knows when I might want to get somebody drunk, you know? And all right, I'm happy with this configuration. All right, I'm gonna sell you some more stuff.
Take care.
Like that. Here, you take this brown hose, this Waffen Rock, the decorated red Waffen Rock, the leather gloves I don't need, the old boots you can have, the padded coif, the plate. Hold on. Protects the elbow. I think the thing I'm wearing is just better than that. Oop. All right. And here, you can have this stale bread. I like it. And now it's time to haggle again.
Let's have a word about the price.
Aye.
Yeah. Let's start here.
Agree?
A nice sum. Just lower your demands a little and we'll agree.
Oh, she came down quite a bit. How about this?
Are we agreed?
Oh, no, I had to use my perk
Almost check on that.
to avoid ending this.
Almost.
There's a perk that if it was that icon with the angry face right above my head, that's that thing fills up as you give offers that they're not going to accept. And the more outrageous, the faster it fills up. And it fills all the way up. You piss them off, you lose reputation, and they won't. They're like, no, we F off. But I have a perk that the first time it sets them off to where they're going to tell you to F off, you get to try again. It doesn't count. So, all right, here, we're going to do this.
All right, so.
Yeah. And that reminds me, I got another perk. I think it said I had Renegade Brand. But what is this? I don't want to be worried about releasing from jail. Okay, so the main level, I'm waiting until I get another point, because at the next, there's a bunch of stuff when I turn level 6 that I can get. Yeah, I got my dog meat. I forgot, was there a haggle perk? That makes sense. There's a ton of skills in that original game. That's where, when I was on the date, I got an extra vitality point. So let's see, what are points? You run slower, but keep it up for longer. Your sprint speed is 20% slower, but demands 20% less stamina. Does that work out as a benefit? Or is it you go the same amount of distance, it just takes longer? Almost what it feels like. Sprinter. Sprinting is 20% faster, but costs 20% more. See, that almost sounds like a better perk to have. Thick-blooded, you bleed slower. Oh, that could be good too. Bleeding is bad. Of course, if you run fast, you run out of stamina though. They're gonna catch you anyways. I think thick-blooded is more about staying alive. Staying alive. Staying alive. All right. Come on, dog. You did such a good job not attacking the lady.
There's the good doggy.
Yeah, good dog. Dog's like, what?
That's my boy.
Come on, dog. Hey, I'm a new level in Houndmaster. What time is it in game? Oh, it's like 1 in the afternoon. We're good. I keep using... I want to hit the E button to get up and down from the horse, but it's X. The dog looks strangely human. They all do. It's kind of unnerving. I didn't realize it looked specifically like Putin. I didn't make that connection. But I know that this and the dog from when I was playing the lady looks strangely human. Oh, how's my hunger doing? Good, 93. It's good. I think we're gonna go up to... There's like the tailor person. and I'm just gonna see, because I know a couple of my bits of armor were looking a little bit like they were wearing down. Pardon me. There's any delivery near you for tacos? If you do, like, what? I can't say for sure, but Uber Eats, stuff like Uber Eats, Postmates. Postmates has a lot of options. You get just about anything. Between the different services, at least where I am, and it's not like I'm in the heart of a super metropolitan area, but there's plenty of stuff around. Bread? I could use... There's a butcher nearby. Maybe I should buy some meat for my dog. But I think the tailor is right here. Taco Tuesday. That sounds pretty good, actually. Except I went shopping yesterday, bought a bunch of crap, so I don't need to order delivery. I need to talk to the tailor who can actually fix my stuff.
Good day to you.
Let's see. Let's talk about repairs.
God be with you.
Select all. Ooh, this is going to add up. 34 and 26. I've got enough. So this would be 60, and of course, guess what we're gonna do?
I'd like to discuss the price.
There's a little discussion about the price. Reminds you of Oblivion? I don't know, was it you that said that? Somebody said that in my last stream too, that it felt like Oblivion. And my feeling is partly because of the setting, because Oblivion was a much more traditional, like, forested fantasy setting. But what is it that reminds you of Oblivion, aside from that? Is it, like, just the way that the characters interact? Like, the way the dialogue is? Alright, let's go down, I think 50... No, we'll do this, 52.
Satisfied?
I'd almost shake on that. Almost.
Let's see how pissed off he is. Okay, I'll come up a couple steps.
Agree?
That's not enough.
All right. I still didn't activate that perk.
See, now I knew we'd come to an agreement.
Good. And maybe the shade of the like literal light shade. You mean? And the voice acting. I can see that. The voice acting is a little stiff in the way that Oblivion was. I mean, all the Bethesda games are a little bit, but they seem like they get better from game to game. All right, what else do I want to bring along with me? Do I want to... You know what? I'm not going to buy meat from the butcher. I'm going to see if we can find some rabbits along the road to give our dog some fresh meat. The shaders and setting. Okay. Yeah, that's a funny thing about this game, is reminding myself that it's not fantasy. There were a few things that happened in it when I played before where I thought maybe it was about to go just a little fantasy. Because, you know, there's folklore. And I thought, oh, is the game now going to indulge in a little bit of folklore, like, into the thing? But I seem to recall that my overall experience was that, you know, I want to check the rest of my armor. My overall experience was that nothing happened that couldn't have really happened. And the stuff that was maybe a little mystical was probably not actually mystical. Armor. What we're looking into is condition. 75, 60, 52. Now that's still good for a while, I think. That's good enough. Werewolf. 100% werewolf. Yeah, and I was saying before, one of the things that I like about this game, and it's something that I've mentioned a few times about open world games, is sometimes I want a game that, like, to feel immersive, that it doesn't have enemies every 10 yards, like, sprinkled out symmetrically around the landscape. Hold on, you got... Yeah, it's bandits being dicks, totally. What's going on here? I just got a text. I know my laptop is ready. Okay, so I got a thing from my job last night saying it's okay to pick up my laptop. But I've told... Where's my sound? I lose sound in game? Hold on. Okay, so we still have audio in general.
45 seconds of gameplay.
Alright, I don't know what happened. But one of our supervisors said they got their laptop last night, when they got that notice, and they were told that the actual the network was still being worked on. So just because my laptop is ready doesn't mean... I basically was told, don't do anything until we give you the green light. Yeah, I don't know what happened with the sound there. I just pick up the pace a little bit, and... Wait, this is not where the bridge is it? Is it a bridge? No. Bridge is over here. My dog keeping up? Yep, good boy, Mutt. Maybe AFK for a bit. Alright, cool. Just gonna keep playing. The sort of my plan was just to dive into this game again today and just kind of be in this world and stream it. At least stream it until I'm done. After I've talked for a couple hours, it can start being... Like, usually if I stop streaming, it's either because I got hungry or because if I talked too much for too long, then I just start getting tired of talking. Jared Shelton, the one and only Jared Shelton raid. Oh, hold on. That's the wrong one. But 45 seconds of gameplay. Do I not have the other one? There we go. It's the Jared Shelton raid. Jared Shelton. How you doing, man? I think I already... Every time I see someone now, like this year, I've been wishing them a Happy New Year, because I can't remember. But I think we're far enough into the year that I've seen most people, including you. Hey, buddy! I am... Where's my dog? My dog must be off the side of the road. I'm going treasure hunting in this game. Yeah, I was pretty sure I've seen you a couple times already, Jared. I have a day off of work today because here's the funny thing is, Jared, I live in the Portland area, and this is one of the areas where they've discovered coronavirus. But my work is closed today because a computer virus got into our work network. And so they had to collect all the laptops, and then they've got to, like, clean up the network. And the way that my job works, and pretty much my whole workplace works, is you cannot do anything without your computer. Everything you do, I mean, you have meetings and things like that, but all the work that you do is on your computer. So, and even finding out when and where the meetings are, that happens on your computer. So if you can't use your computer... They basically are like, nope, you're not going to work. Oh, there's my dog. Okay. Well, Jared, maybe you'll feel a little better to know that I'm a nerd who does not follow sports at all. And I've moved to enough places that I do not have loyalty to any particular sports team. So, except I got a little bit into the Oregon Ducks, the college football, because my wife's family is from there and they're totally into the Oregon Ducks. So for a couple years I was following Oregon Ducks, but right now I haven't like watched a Ducks game in 10 years. So that shows you where I'm at. Let's see where we are. See, I'm following this. Hold on, man. Look at this map. Here we go. It was a second map, I think. This might be quite a ways. Huh. Am I looking at this? Is this like a wrong direction type of thing? Footballer Felix Contreras. Oh. IB, how you doing, man? You like the Trailblazers. Okay, that's fair. I mean, I'm in Portland, so tentatively I support them, but I just don't pay any attention. Okay, I need to turn that off. We're all very excited about Jared Shelton's one and only Jared Shelton raid. I forgot I even still had that on. There we go. And we'll go back to this. Yeah, I got reminded because it started over. That raid thing is actually a video, green screened video, that lasts for about 5 minutes. And the idea is it makes the alarm, but then the raid stays up for as long as I need it to. But after 5 minutes, when it starts over, you know it's time for it to go away. I'm good, Ivy. Yeah, I'm pretty good. I'm off work today because, like I was just saying, in Portland, where they've been discovering cases of coronavirus, which has probably been here, but my work got shut down because of virus. Hold on. Is there another road that went this way? No. A computer virus has shut down my work. So it's fine. I don't mind having some time off. My work's been I've been working a lot of overtime. My work's been really hard, so being forced to have a day off does not bother me at all. And I've been pretty good. Knock on wood. How you doing, Ivy? Let's see. Finally leaving the hospital. That's right. Your daughter had, oh gosh, pancreatitis. Well, I'm glad you're leaving the hospital. You're off work for parent-teacher conference. All right, cool. Yeah, so I decided, let's see. Can you get blue? Been here 3.5 years. But you may have noticed I haven't given anybody new wrenches. There's a few factors. The short TLDR is no one's getting blue anymore. The fact is I stopped giving out wrenches about 2 years ago. 2 years ago. I think it was 2, maybe 3. I stopped giving out wrenches a long time ago. Because I've got enough wrenches, and I don't want people arguing about wrenches. And you also remember, maybe you don't, the first rule of wrenches is people that ask for wrenches don't get wrenches. But that doesn't even matter anymore, because I don't give wrenches out anymore. But that is one of... Oh, what's going on up here now? Alright, we're good. But yeah, so... And one reason I stopped giving out wrenches is because I got enough floating around in here. And my channel doesn't exactly... I don't exactly need a lot of mods. But I've got enough. And whenever you give out new wrenches, other people who didn't get wrenches start being like, why didn't I get a wrench? Why didn't you give me a wrench? I've been here a long time too. And it's like, I just don't want to deal with... I don't like I've never liked dealing with all that. Okay, these are just regular dudes. These are just regular dudes. Food Brother, the Cannon Beach, he's referring to this past weekend. I stayed at a hotel slash resort. I mean, resort is very loosely used. It had like a swimming pool and stuff. But they call it hotel and resort. Actually, they did one cool thing is you can pay to have a private bonfire on the beach. So that's not normal. It's not like a normal hotel service. So it's pretty cool. I think the rooms there start at around 170 a night. I paid a little bit extra because we figured if we're going to be paying that much, I think we paid closer to 250 because we were only able to stay for one night. And I wanted, if we were going to be paying that much already, I was like, why not pay a little more and get something that looks right over the ocean? So, wait a minute. Do I need a shovel? I might need it. Oh, do I need a shovel to look for buried treasure? This could be a problem. Hold on, now I gotta look it up. But Food Brother, there were places in that vicinity that were also a lot less expensive. But I want to say there were maybe places starting in that are more closer to 100 a night, which is not bad. I mean, in certain places I've seen Motel 6s be almost $100, depending on the when and the where. So, but yeah, I intentionally priced up a little bit because it was my wife's birthday and I wanted to do something special. And we've held for many years held back because we couldn't afford to do things. But this year, since we're both working and we both had time, I wanted to do what I consider to be but spending a little bit extra. I mean, that's the most I've ever paid for a hotel room myself. But I mean, in the grand scheme of things, it's not that expensive compared to some places. Let me see. Kingdom Come, Deliverance, treasure, map, shovel. Do I need a shovel? I do need a shovel. Okay. But yeah, we had a really nice time. I don't know if you guys saw, but I posted on Facebook, or I'm sorry, on Twitter. I did a quick video clip of the hotel that I stayed at because I was just super tickled. We had this cute room, and you walked out on the little patio, and you could see. I'm gone. There's a little ambush. It's okay, I'm on a horse. I don't have to be ambushed. But you go out on the patio, and you could see the rock, Haystack Rock from the Goonies. It's where, like, I think that was the rock at the end when the pirate ship comes out. It comes out from behind that rock. And so I thought that was super. That pleased me a lot. But we had a really, and then that area, Cannon Beach, is just like a cute town. And we found all sorts of cool places. I mean, it was constantly, like that night, we were back at the hotel and we were trying to figure out what to eat. We're like, should we do delivery? And there's a restaurant right next to it that looked pretty nice, but it didn't have a lot of vegan options. So, so we found a pub that was a few blocks away, and it was actually a really cool place, and it had some really good food, and it was completely, I'd never heard of it before, but it was completely an unexpected, like, we had a great time. Whoa! Justice! Gun Kid! Wow, it's been a long time since I got a new sponsor or member, whatever the hell they're called. Thank you, sir. You now have the green $ by your name. Someday, you get, let's see, I've got, most of my sponsors have been sponsors forever. Because I don't get a lot of new sponsors, but the sponsors I have stuck around. So So what is it like? After a couple months, you get the bronze, and then it goes to silver dollar, and then like I think after 6 months you get a gold dollar, and then after I don't have the hierarchy anymore. After 1 year, you get the golden G-Law, and then what is it? Finally, you get the call. Yeah, you got your new emojis that are available now. And then finally, after 2 years, you get the coveted golden lizard. Well, the golden G-Law is also coveted. But UC Madros he caught the lizard, which is a matter of some prestige. And let me see. Let me get that. Looks like I keep saying I need to loosen up the filters on my chat because way too many things get filtered. Sorry. No, don't worry. Don't worry about it. I'm thrilled. It was like a thrill to get a sponsor. Thanks, man. But yeah, so we had a really, really nice time, and it did help that we spent a few hours at the hotel. In the first afternoon, we played before dinner. We played like a card game together, and then we slept in the morning, and we went out and found a cafe called the Sleeping Monk Brewer, or is it Roasters? And we tried some of their coffee and bought some of their coffee. It's super good. In fact, that's what I'm drinking right now. We got like a pound of their beans. It's really tasty. And yeah, we just had a great time. We went back to the room with the coffee and a bagel, and we hung out in the room for a couple more hours.
Come here a moment.
And I just would I'd go out, sit out on the patio. Oh, buddy. Be merciful. I'm sorry, Fu. You know what, Fu brother? I know that you told me that's one of your goals was to go to like Astoria. I know it's a special thing for you. I already know. But this dude, what do you want, man? He wants to talk to me.
To you. What are you hanging around for? Don't you have any work to do?
No, I don't. Sigismund's marauders took everything I had and reduced me to beggary.
Uh-oh.
What's it about?
Since I lost everything, I've been doing whatever I could to survive. Only, I got caught with my hand in someone else's pocket. And since then, I can't even set foot on the square without the catchpoles pouncing on me.
So you're a pickpocket? Alright, get to the point, but keep your hands where I can see them.
My honestly begged groschen were taken from me by that bastard of a guard, Pazdera. He claimed I stole them and took them for himself, the swine.
Oh, wait.
Well, if you can get them from his pocket back into mine, where they rightfully belong, I'll give you a share and teach you a handy trick too. What do you say?
I don't mind helping him out, and I don't necessarily judge him for if he had to thieve to survive, but I'm not gonna thieve for him. Sorry, I don't care what the thing is. So, Steven, did I say hi, Steven Lyons? And you said, let's see. Oh, you talking, Gun Kid, are you talking about Game Dojo? Like reminiscing? Your live stream cherry popping? A live stream, add this, the bald man playing GTA online? Yeah, that sounds familiar. It sounds like a character. I've heard of it before. Game Dojo is basically how I got introduced to the YouTube community as well. I was streaming for a week or so, and it was actually CPG, Chris Space Games, was the first person I really met, and Jose Angel. I don't know if you guys remember Jose Angel. But I think what happened, one of the first nights that I ever hung out in another stream is it was a small stream. I don't even remember who it is. It wasn't someone that kept streaming, and Kane Gaming went in there. And Kane Gaming, everybody knew him, and he was like super nice. And then when that stream ended, Kane Gaming was like, "Hey, let's go to Game Dojo stream. Tell him Kang sent you." And so I think I was the only one that showed up in Game Dojo stream from that group. And it was the first time I ever went into a stream. And the first thing I said was, Kang Gaming sent me. And he saw the name Gaming Lawyer and saw that, like, Kang sent me to him. And I don't know, he must have thought it was a prank or something like, oh, Kang Gaming's sending the lawyers after me now. And so he just started cracking up and he's like, oh, Kang is sending the Gaming Lawyer after me, huh? And so for some reason that introduction immediately, like, Game Dojo and I were on friendly terms. Like, he just thought that was hilarious. And yeah, and that's how I almost immediately became friends with Game Dojo. And I didn't know him from anything, but becoming friends with Game Dojo is basically how I met everybody else, at least in the beginning. And also King Gaming. Discharge papers. Oh, okay, Food Brother Feeling Contreras. Well, good luck. I hope she's doing fine. And it was good to see you. I'm glad she's doing better. And I'm sorry, I know you're so jealous. But I had a very nice time. So I had a little bit of that good time on your behalf, Food Brother. Just for you. I did think of you actually while I was there. Food Brother. I did think of you because I remembered that you were interested, like, that was one of the places in the world you wanted to go someday when you could. He actually gave you his old capture card. Oh, dang. Gun Kid, that's cool. Yeah, I didn't know he was that nice. I mean, I always, but yeah, but him, King Gaming, I met a lot of people through. Game Dojo, I think I met more people through, because when my channel was still growing, he rated me so many times in the first couple months that I was a streamer, and then I would hang out in his stream, and I met a ton of people there back when I used to hang out in streams. And yeah, so I really, and I've said this a few times, but it's the fact that I am still streaming today because I met enough people that I became part of the community. And even though my channel isn't, like, I'm not trying to make it grow anymore, the people that I have met, I consider friends, and none of that would have happened without Game Dojo and King Gaming. So let's see, he's all PUBG now. Yeah, PUBG. He's still PUBG. I know he does different things. I actually saw him playing Stardew Valley the other day. You would do a 15-hour drive to take the girls. This will happen this year. Okay. Yeah. It's doable. We used to do that drive once or twice a year because of family. And yeah, if you can make it happen if you save up and if you have time to do it. It may take a little bit of effort, but I think you'd be able to do it, man. Find out what things cost and check your options. Like, it would definitely be worth going and not spending as much as a hotel room. That was because it's the place that's the most important thing. It's the area that you're in, and you don't need a room where you can see the beach from like the couch in order to enjoy being there. You can pay a little less and have it's just as good a time. So it doesn't have to be super expensive. All right, I'm not gonna do that. I'm not a thief.
I'm not a thief. Find someone else.
A pox on you, your kin and all your descendants. Call yourself a Christian.
What?
Turning your back on a
Because I won't thieve?
May the Lord watch over you.
What a dick. No, I'll help you. I would help you, but I'm not going to help you by pickpocketing a guard.
Have pity on me. Poor Jesus Christ be praised.
Okay.
How does life in Rattay suit you?
Them Rattay folk would rather drive us out of here. They won't give us no work, and they won't let us beg. So what are we supposed to do? Fucking war.
All right.
Did you find out what actually happened?
They say Sigismund is at war with the Czech lords and abducted the king. and our lord sides with Wenceslas.
All right. I was gonna see if I could give him some money. So what I really came into town for is to see if I could find a damn shovel. Let me see. I think sidekicks, horse, inventory. Other. It occurred to me to check to see if I already had a shovel, but I don't think I do. Yeah. May the Lord watch over you. Well, you could tell the guy was very concerned with being a good Christian. He's like, a pox on your penis and all of your children's penises. And God bless. Have a nice day. Where would one... I guess the blacksmith could have a shovel. I think this is a... Is this a general trader? I'm gonna check the general trader. Hey, you got a shovel?
Good health to you. May the Lord watch over you.
Let's see, he's got an axe. Food quest. Other. A spade. Is that a shovel, right? Is a spade a shovel? Yes. All right. I did not think it was going to be this easy. All right, now. How much is this? Price 13? That's worth a haggle.
Let's have a word about the price.
Why not?
You gotta save a little money. Let's see.
Since it's you.
It's not
You're
a lot
a
of
right
saving.
pinch purse.
Yeah. How pissed off is he? Ooh, he didn't like that.
What about this?
Come now, just a little more and we have a deal.
All right, well, I think we're...
That's a sum I can live with.
Yeah. All right. Ooh, what is this communion chalice? How did I not notice that I had that? Here, I got shit to sell you, apparently. I didn't realize I had this other stuff. I know I don't need to carry that around with me. All right. Yeah, let's sell this.
Let's talk about the price.
Sure, why not?
I get a little flickery in there. All right, let's here. Let's make it an offer of fit. We'll do halfway between there. That's
what do you say to this?
That's too much.
Flickering's a little wild. How about this?
Are we agreed?
A nice sum. Just lower your demands a little and we'll agree.
How about this?
All right, so.
Yeah. All right. You like the menus feel Oblivion? Do they? I mean, I get with the parchment style, yeah, but this whole like medieval, I don't know. It's cool. I like the menus too. And let's see what time it is. It's already... Okay. It's already like 6 o'clock. So, you know what? We'll look for treasure tomorrow in game. But what I want to do now is just... There's some woods nearby. I think we're going to stay... I'm going to stay at the Miller's house. And... Because they have a bed there that I'm sort of permanently invited to stay at. And there's some woods over across the way there. I'm gonna see if I can find a rabbit. Get some meat for my dog. That's the plan. No, they let me... I'm not sleeping in her bed. They're just the uncle. It's like a chaperone situation, you know? Yeah, I believe the hillside there is a little bit sheer for my taste, but there's a more gradual hill if I come up on this side of the woods. Now I've got my own bed that they've allotted for me to sleep on. And that's the thing I realized too, is that's her uncle's place because her dad got killed in the original attack. But her dad was also a miller, so she is a miller's daughter. And I don't know, I wasn't aware of this stereotype, but apparently in the Middle Ages there was a stereotype that millers were criminals. So that came up a whole lot when I was playing her thing, where people kept being like, oh, I accidentally locked this door or something. I lost my key. Can you pick the lock? Because, you know, you're from the mill. You're a miller. And she'd get real defensive, like, is it because I'm a miller's daughter? You think I know how to pick locks? Okay, this is a good place. This is a good place to look. We're gonna look for a rabbit. Is my dog? Can you get up here? Can you sniff for rabbits? Oh, hold on, let me get your Why? Oh, because you said shit. I'm like, why did they even block that comment? Okay, dog. Hey, mutt. You know. Here, good boy.
That's a good boy.
He doesn't know how to hunt yet, but I'm gonna find.
That's my boy.
Good boy. I gotta turn down the filters. It's way too aggressive. Okay, no. We're hunting for wabbits. Be very, very dog. Jeez. Be very, very quiet. I'm hunting for rabbits. I'm not even 100% sure that there are rabbits here. But this feels like the sort of place where there'd be rabbits, doesn't it? This feels like a perfect rabbit hunting ground. Oh, what's this? This is like a hidden pot garden? Well, it's definitely a garden. What are we growing here? Marigolds? Take some of those. Wait a minute. There's a path? What have I found here? This is probably leads to somebody's house. All right. That's fine. Get back up there and find rabbits. We didn't come here for herbs. We don't want to take all these people's herbs. It's a woodland garden. How delightful. We're looking for rabbits. Rabbits for my dog. I want to feed my dog some rabbit meat. Because see, in another area where it's a whole different part of the map, but there was another area where I was hunting rabbits. And they were all over. If there was an open spot like this, they were all over. Like there were tons of rabbits. Of course, that was also part of a quest, so maybe I could just be in the area where there are no rabbits. But how ridiculous is that? If you live in a place, an area that has rabbits, wouldn't you expect to see them like all over? Yeah, they supposedly went around the actual woods in this vicinity with some of those schmancy like 3D capture cameras. So now I don't know if it's a 1-to-1 scale, but these woods are actually modeled like after they literally went around recorded the woods. Okay. Hold on. I'm getting stuff from work. Oh, this is internal and confidential. Okay, so I can't read it out loud. But I do need to read it. Because this is from my job. Wow. Okay. I mean, I don't know why they're making it sound so like, no, you can't tell anyone. I'm not going to get into detail, but the short of it is we're still having technical problems, so don't don't go to work. Don't use your computer at work. Can do. You know, I realized too, they gave this, I think GOG, someone was giving this game away. Because I realized on Twitter, I posted it a few months ago, that they were giving this game away for free. A few months ago on Steam or GOG, and they were also giving it away for free at the Epic Store. What's this? I gotta be careful because this could actually be an occupied camp. No, this is looking pretty wasted. Interesting sight. Oh, I can sleep here? A really weird place to take a nap. Alright, well, I think I'm really starting to feel like I'm not going to find any rabbits. You just downloaded GOG the other day? Like you never used it before? GOG is a really good platform. It's not as... It doesn't have everything Steam has in terms of like library and stuff, but it's a very game-centric platform. A gamer-centric platform. So like you'll get games like DRM free. Just generally seems to be a bit more, considerably more consumer friendly than other online retailers. Oh yeah, what is it now? Like, is it 30 days refund with no limitations? Which, if I read that right, that's nuts. I didn't look at the fine print though. I mean, it can't literally be you buy a game and you play it for 80 hours and then at the end of a month you're just like, I want my money back for no reason. No reasons given. Is that right? That's what, at a glance, what it looked like they were trying to say they were offering. But I'm not sure if it was that friendly. Because Steam usually has a refund. Steam has a refund policy, but it has to be less than 2 hours played, and I think within a certain amount of time? Steam does have a refund policy. But also sometimes it's not until you get a couple hours into a game do you realize like your PC's not going to run it. Ow! Alright, I think it's time to get back to the Miller's house. I don't think we're going to find any rabbits out here, unfortunately. See if we can find that trail, and then we'll head back. The horse. Ah, look, my horse just happens to be right here. How convenient. Yeah, it's gonna be getting dark soon. I'm wondering, when it rains, does it ever actually get cloudy? I really need to pay attention to that in the future, because it seems like it's a little immersion breaking when it looks like relatively clear skies. I know that happens sometimes, but I do like that it gets really muddy after a rain. Everything gets wet. I'm still half keeping my eyes open for rabbits too. It's a ton of mushrooms there. Too bad my dog don't get excited about mushrooms, eh? Sorry, dog. We did go out just for you to try to find rabbits. But we're gonna have a little sleep. I'll give you some beef jerky in the morning. Then we'll go on this treasure hunt. Let me see. How much weight do I got on me? Move to horse. Okay, so now that's on the horse. I don't need to have a shovel on me all the time. All right, we're gonna go back to the miller's house, have us a little sleep, and then once we got our daylight in the morning, we're gonna continue on this treasure hunt. See what we can find. But yeah, this world to me, just in general, feels very authentic. All right, you bastard. How you doing, lady?
So what are we to do with you, Henry?
Don't you want a little wager?
I didn't bring her anything. I gotta keep an eye out for jewelry for her. I think it's too soon to ask her out again. Plus, it's also dark.
I'd like to know...
What else can I ask her about? How do you like it?
So, how'd you like it in Rattay?
It's a big town with good strong walls, so I suppose we're safe here. And they took us in our hour of need, but for how much longer? They'll grow tired of us soon enough.
I don't need to know all about what she thinks about everything.
That's all.
I'm not going to ask her out again. We went out on a walk today already. It's a little... I don't want to seem too eager. It said in the questing to wait a couple days to ask her out, too. So, I don't want to jinx things by being too needy. Forget which one of these beds I laid down in and I got kicked out in the middle of the night. I think it was that one. This one I think I can sleep in. Let's try... Let's get up at dawn at 5 a.m. Nourishment will be down to 60, so that'll be good to... I think they got a pot of stew that I can eat out of in the morning. Yeah, it is immersive, and that's one of the things I really liked about this game when I played it before, was just that feeling of it feels like a real world. And I was mentioning too, it's not like there's a monster in every direction, every 20 yards to fight. It's just more authentic, and there are some dangers out there, but it's just like in real life, or in a medieval life, I would imagine. If you wander into a dark forest, it's not like you're going to get attacked every 5 seconds like you would in Skyrim. Like there's a wolf at your tail every 30 seconds riding down a road. Ooh, they don't have... They don't have... I have to wait for them to get up and make the stew? Alright, well it's still dark outside too, so I'm gonna See if I can sleep a couple more hours then. Here, 8 a.m. is a good time to get up, right? It's enough time for them to get up, to get their asses up and make some damn stew. What's this? I get up at 5 in the morning and there's no stew ready for me. What kind of hospitality is that? All right. Well, there is bread here. I can't pick up bread. Stew? No stew, but I will take the bread. Let me see. How much is the how much does that give me? Nourishment 7. I need 46. 7 times 5, 6. Okay. In other words, I can eat all this bread and I'm still not going to be full. Oh, hold on though. Maybe there's another pot outside. Have a little wash.
Hey, lad! Don't you want a little wager on the ratte?
No, this guy always wants me to do stealing and gambling. All right, there was also maybe a campfire just across the river. So, hey dog, here, have some jerky.
Look what I've got for you. You'll love this.
I'm gonna here, it's bread. I'll give him a roll. There you go. Eat it good. Yep, now I'm giving him a little praise.
That's a good boy. That's my boy.
Yeah, me and a dog. Come on, mutt. Okay, before I start eating bread, I am going to run across the river and see if there was a campfire with a pot. I know there was one just up the road the other direction as well. Because you come across a lot of campfire. Oh, there's one. A dried pig ear. See, this is actually very nourishing. So let's see where we're at now. 78. So now if I have like 3 pieces of bread, that should actually be good. 85, 92, 99 nourishment's good. If you go over 100, then you end up getting like lethargic. So that's a good amount. You don't want to go over 100. And I think there are certain perks you get for being nourished without going hungry and without being overfed. If you're in the right level of nourishment for a number of days in a row, you get like a well-nourished perk or a healthy perk that I think it increases your stamina. So there's a benefit to not eating like a pig, but also there's a benefit to not, you know, to not letting yourself starve. I don't think you can actually get fat in this game though. Is that? No. I think I want to follow this road. Here, this is what we're looking for. I'm assuming I'm going the right way. But it shows there's another river. Huh. Alright, I don't know. We're gonna check this out. But there's like a stream or something we're gonna find up here somewhere. Pardon me, sir. Yeah, one of the decisions I made when I was streaming this last time is there is a main story that if you stick through it, I think the game can end a lot sooner. And there's just so much going on in this game that they even tell you, like, you need to just stop and explore. Like, don't just... What is that over there? Don't just do the main quest, because you'll finish the game. What is this? I don't know. I'm assuming these serve some sort of function, but I don't know what the hell they are. Just realized I'm getting a little hungry too. Are these just like hay bales? Looks like this one's only half full. Is there... Let's look at that map again. Okay, so there's definitely a river. This thing was, I think it's much further, it's got to be further along. And supposedly, I'm going to come across some rocks or something? Okay. Sorry, dog. When we came through here before, there was someone was gonna ambush me. But just hiding behind a bush. Yep, he's still there. Nope. Sorry, guys. You gotta do better than that. You really want to play it for a long time if you ever find time for it. Hey, War Duck. The hardest thing about this game is the combat. The combat's different, and it's hard. And it's supposed to be hard. Like, you're supposed to suck at it. Because you're a person you're the blacksmith's son, you're not supposed to be someone who's great at combat. But it is something that makes the game, like, when you do start fighting, you're like, what the hell? This is really... It's hard to learn. Apart from that, I don't think it really has got a tremendous learning curve. There's a lot of tutorial things pop up, and when there's things that you need to learn. Is this where I'm going? But it's just it can be a big game. There's a lot to do, but I don't think it's particularly, apart from the combat being a little weird, which is intentional, it's not a particularly complicated game. So, I mean, there are things you need to mind. It's sort of like a life simulator, so you do have to, like, on your stats, you've got to worry about your nourishment. You have hunger, you have energy, you do have to sleep. There are lots of various status effects. There's a lot of detail in the game, but in terms of moment-to-moment complexity, it's not that hard. Yeah, it's sort of a weird, almost fiddly feeling combat system to me. What's going on over there? Right now, I think these maps I have are from a DLC. And I'm just seeing, I'm not even on a quest, I'm just trying to follow the maps because you start off kind of dirt poor. What's going on here? He's got an arrow up his damn nose. I can just take the arrow. It's the only thing in the whole scene that I can interact with. It's a little weird. Ooh, there's that river. All right, let's take a look at that map again. So is I'm having a hard time figuring out the scale, what the scale this map is supposed to be. But I'm starting to think maybe I should have followed this road down. This thing I just stuck on there. This is my own. You know what? I'm gonna see if I can follow the river. Oh, you've been lurking for a few? How you doing, War Duck? But I think this game is on sale right now too. It's been they've given it away a couple of times on a couple of different platforms. I was trying to plug it a bit when it was on. They were giving it away in the Epic Store a couple weeks ago, and that's about the time I started playing it again because they also had they had all the DLCs on sale, and there were a few DLCs that I didn't have, so I bought. I think I dropped like $12 and bought the rest of the DLCs that I didn't own. What's that? It's like Blair Witch shit. Like that stuff probably means something. Yeah, I don't hold that against anyone. Like against Epic. I understand there are reasons people don't like it. And I'm not gonna try and argue otherwise. Interesting sight. Enjoy that mud, water dog. What's this? Moonshine? Let's see, it's £1, it's worth 20. That's good. Maybe I can sell it to someone. I don't know that moonshine is illegal. Rotten apples. I guess that's what there was to be found there, was moonshine. Alright, let's get back. I can find my way back. I seem to have lost that trail. I know this was back the direction of the river. There we go. I wonder if this was the guy that was brewing the moonshine. Okay, so here is the river. Now there's a smaller river, like a stream going south. It's hard to gauge. I could be in the totally wrong area. I'm just doing the best. That's part of the charm of these maps, is they're hand-drawn and you don't know. It's not a quest, they give you actual quest markers, but these treasure hunts is just like, here's this crude map with a few landmarks, some more obvious than others. Have fun. Now, wait, according to this, it looks like, are those rocks? Like flat rocks? Sort of what is being looked for here. Actually, I have no idea. It could be that was exactly what they were looking for. Like that. There's a makes it sound like it's next to that river too, the Ratte River though. I could be in completely the wrong area. Because here's Ratte. And they made it sound like it might be close to the river down here. I might need to double back and take this road. In fact, I feel like, but they also referenced some kind of river up here, but maybe they're referencing this one? I don't know. I'm actually gonna keep going a little further. I'm quite confused. I could be miles away from where the map is trying to direct me, and I just don't realize it. And if this road is just flat out following the river, then I think I'm definitely in the wrong place. Because the road on the map is not following the river, just... Okay, no, this is definitely not where I'm supposed to be going. Although I did just discover another town. What is that town over there? As long as I'm right there, maybe I should just cut across and check out that town. Just to get it on my map, you know? Sasau. There, I do want to find a guy to teach me how to read, but that's in Ushits. Ushits. I don't know what that's. It's not here. I don't think I know where Ushits is. Hamburg. DLC quest. There's a monastery. Nope. Quest. Oh, there's a quest giver back there. I didn't even check. Okay, anyways. I got my own quest going on. And now that I know that town's on the map. Alright, we're gonna cut back over to that road. And continue seeking out that treasure map until I get frustrated and can't find the treasure. And I'll get up into something else. And I might need to take a break soon. Have some. I know I've been streaming for a couple hours, but I have a smoothie every morning for breakfast. But that doesn't always leave me super satiated for all, you know. Sometimes I start getting hungry again. I also still have some extra coffee that I made. It'd be cold by now, but still, I like cold coffee too. That coffee that we picked up on vacation, it's really tasty. All right, so I think what we're gonna do is we're gonna come back here and turn the other direction down that road.
Yeah.
Okay, let's pick up the pace, horse. Whoa. Okay, that was. All right, I don't want to lose my way. This was the fork where I'm making a right, yeah? Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
My dog keeping up with all this? Damn, that dog is fast. Does this mean I'm also going to pass the place where the ambushers were? Where were the ambushers? The ambushers were right around here, weren't they? Maybe I can cut across. I'll cut across, maybe we'll see some rabbits. Because that's the other sort of unofficial side quest that I've made for myself, is I want to make good friends with my dog, and part of making friends with my dog is giving him meat. All I got is beef jerky, which I'm sure he enjoys, but if I could find some delicious fresh rabbit, he'd probably like that a lot better. What's that? Alright, I don't know if this is part of the treasure hunt, but it's just, there's some cool going on over here. I just gotta check it out. Rose hunting spot. Ooh, does that mean there's gonna be rabbits? There was a deer, right? There's all sorts of shit to hunt right here. Alright. Might be more meat than I need. What do you think, buddy? I rode right into those deer. All right, well. Yeah, they were definitely here. Oh, who's that? Oh, hold on. Friend or foe? The guy's wearing a helmet. I don't trust him. No, I'm not gonna mess. He is by himself, though, isn't he? There's a rabbit! Oh, the guy's speaking English. I don't have my, hunting arrow. I'm a little concerned that those are bandits. People making camp inconspicuously out in the woods. Sometimes a little bit shady. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Oops. Think I can pick up that arrow? Nah, I'm never finding it again. Oh, here it is. Oh, it's broken. Bullshit. Yeah! Alright, I don't think we need to kill a bunch of them. $20 hair meat. Alright, hey Mutt, you eat hair meat?
Look what I've got for you. You'll love this.
Why is it considered stealing? Am I poaching? It's got the stolen icon on it. I guess I'm a criminal after all. Alright, there you go, buddy. There you go. What are you doing with that? Can I take anything else? I know you can learn to skin them later. Alright. There's some crazy birds over here too. Not my problem right now. Yeah, I think that might be considered stealing. That was my horse. Alright, well. Can I fry up? I forget if I can fry that meat up somehow. I know I'm not supposed to, I can eat it raw, but it's not a good idea. It's the king meat. The king's meat. Alright. We're gonna... We're gonna keep following this road. This map is very poorly drawn. Like, I could very well just be going completely the wrong way. Yeah, the fact that that was somebody's hunting grounds. Maybe that's all thieves, criminals. You know what? I was just hunting a second ago, deer. Try not to be so flippin' casual. You guys. Seriously. You're lucky I'm not... I'm just collecting meat for my dog. If I knew how to skin and I was collecting pelts, you guys would all be dead right now. I remember those birds when I was playing this before. They're part of a certain quest. That's why the birds are so conspicuous. It was something like you had to capture those birds or do something. Okay, I'm just gonna keep following the main trail here. I think. Yeah, whatever the main trail on the road is, for now, that's what I'm following. I might have been on the right track before, just not been able to identify the landmarks properly. Look at that. That's shady. Shall I investigate? Probably none of my damn business. Why am I poking around? Well, whatever it is. Hey, Mutt.
Good boy. That's my boy.
That's my dog. All right. So there's a big blood stain on the side of the road, but I can't see that anything else is going on there, so. Hey, there's a rabbit. Wait, is this a trail? Yeah, it is. More blood. All right. Whatever's going on, the mystery is afoot. More blood. Of course, whatever killed him could kill me too. Oh, is this like a hunting? What's growling?
What's that? What's going on there?
Who's that?
Oh, they're bad.
on, we could...
Oh! Oh, these guys are very well armed. All right, fuck this. Nope. God damn it. Get off me.
Oh, dear. Yeah.
No, get off. Fuck you. Okay, running into two guys in this game, especially when you're at my guy's combat level. Oh Lord, when is the last time I saved? I might have been when I came back from my date. Well, it doesn't matter. I haven't got anything done since then. It's when I slept, probably. I don't know if the dog can die, honestly. The dog might actually be able to die. Alright. Yep. Well, that's okay. Let's see. We took the bread. So I need to save more often. So we've been set back a bit. I don't feel that I was making any progress into finding that treasure. I think, let's see, was it 3? Gonna go back, we're gonna find that, oh yeah, I need to feed the dog. What a terrible dream! Hi, dog. Here. We also don't have rabbit anymore for you. That was a dream too, dog. Dog's like, damn it, it tasted so real. Because we have the same dreams, my dog and I. Here you go. Alalie Hernandez. Call, how you doing, Alalie? Welcome to my another day off work stream. Because of the virus. But not the coronavirus. It's a computer virus. At my work. So, yep, the order of the day is I got up at my regular time in case I had to go to work because we're waiting. I was home yesterday too. We're waiting for basically clearance that it's okay to go back to work because there was some sort of virus got on the network. And so they have to make sure everything is tip top. So I think they got to get off the network, but then they've also got to make sure that all the computers that had been on the network got to get a special patch. All right. I think that should put me back at 99% nourishment. Yep. And also, I didn't have my, how many goes? 15 of these. Get that bow and arrow loaded up. Stone. Yeah, well, the scary thing is I am near Portland, and there have been a couple of confirmed cases of coronavirus. Like within like 10 miles of me. So they don't know where he caught it, which means that it's probably circulating in the Portland area because the guy would have had it for a couple weeks already before it was enough that he was detected having it. So anyways, that means it's probably it's probably here. They can't isolate it to a specific spot, so it's here. All right, here, let's do this. You know what? Now I'm curious. I wonder if I can change my stream filters Frame options. Added delay. Advanced settings. I'm getting a little tired of this over aggressive filter. That's what we're hey, where's my music? The background video is frozen. Why isn't the background video working? Okay, so that's working. There we go. See, we gotta have, if I'm on a break screen, we gotta have excellent, my video that I made through all the trouble of making, you know? No, Stone, never. Come on, Stone. I'm seeing if I can loosen up those filters. I forget where the setting is. It may not actually be in my my stream settings. I think there might be another area. It says allow all comments. Live chat. Well, all right, maybe I can't do anything about it now. Oh, you got pizza? I'm definitely getting hungry. All right, here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna throw, I got croissant breakfast sandwiches, so I'm gonna throw that in the microwave. And then I'll come back and hang out while it cooks and cools off. So let's do this. All right. I got some food in the microwave, and I'm giving it. I think it's cooking for 4 minutes, but I'm giving it 10, so then it needs to cool off before it's too hot to eat. So I think in 10 minutes, I'll take an actual break. I'm having some LaCroix. Ah. All right.
45 seconds of gameplay.
I know, Chauncey is like, hi, Chauncey. She got excited because I left the room for a second. Hi, Chauncey. She's been very calm, though. Like, she hasn't been adopting her let me out of the cage posture, so... Corona was gonna release a seltzer, but now... Are you serious? Is that like a thing? Wait, where am I right now? The coronavirus? What have they got against Mexican beers? Alright, let's look at this again. Maybe I've gone way too far. Okay, so I think most of you have seen now what I'm trying to do, but I have these treasure maps that I got as part of a DLC. And I'm trying to follow this map. Now, Rattay is the town where I just came from. There's Rattay. I'm assuming this is the bridge. And then it made it sound like if you come down here somewhere, and I marked this myself. But it seems like they're saying there's some kind of treasure somewhere in like this vicinity. So I think I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna follow this trail again. I might stop off at the area where I found meat, or I found rabbit for my dog, because I'm trying to make friends with my dog. All I have is jerky, and I'd like to have some fresh meat. Even though last time I learned that it seems that that hunting meat is illegal. You just drink it with lime. Well, yeah, that makes sense. Of course, the lime sterilizes the. Wouldn't the alcohol also sterilize the beer? Now that I think about it, I think alcohol would be better at sterilizing the germ than even the lime. But who am I to say? Because it is the coronavirus, so. That 6% alcohol, you don't think that's enough to kill viruses? You know what? Maybe I'll talk to these folks. I doubt they'll know anything about the treasure, but it's why I'm here. They won't. I'm 99% sure they'll have nothing to say about the treasure. Hey, pal. Woodcutter? Okay, nothing. He doesn't have nothing to say.
Good day to you. What do you need?
I'm looking for treasure. Nope, none of this is about treasure. I'll just ask him how life is.
What's life like in Rattay?
Well, life is good here. By God's mercy, the war's passed us by so far. There's nothing but them refugees to disturb the peace.
All right, enough about the refugees. Those are my people from my hometown. All right, nothing about treasure. And we're gonna ride out here. We're gonna ride by the ambush. I know there's some people hanging out in the bushes right up ahead that are gonna try to ambush us. Yep, that him? No. I know there's someone right over here, though.
I know. You? I remember that ugly. What a piece of luck. All that combat
Is it just that one dude? You know what? Yeah, why the hell not? Let's give him a shot. Go ahead. If it's one-on-one, I'll take it. I'll take those chances. All right. Well, how do you feel about that, Dick? Cracklins? What the hell is cracklins? Pork cracklins? Freshness, 100. Oh, only lasts for 3 days? Nah. Maybe my dog will like them, though. Hair of the dog potion. Cures you of drunkenness. Prevents a hangover and cures alcoholism. Well, at the very least, I can sell it. Linen shirt. Don't care, don't care. Spirits. Yeah, why not? And I don't think I need more torches. Poke, poke, poke. Pork rind. That's sort of what I figured. But it said it's only good for 3 days. So I've thought of pork rinds as something that lasts longer than that. When I think of like, what are those? I can't remember the brand, but there's like that brand of pork rind snacks. Torch. No, preserver. Best item. What, doesn't he have a weapon? That shiny thing right there is not a torch. That's one of the things I'm lacking. Oh gosh, I thought it was...
Look what I've got for you. You'll love this.
He was laying down. I thought he maybe died during the combat. Let me see if you like these pork rinds. Here. Have some pork rinds. Huh. And I'll give him, put my weapon away. Here, let me give you some praise, too. You did very good.
Good fella.
You did very good staying calm during the combat. I've beat a new level in Houndmaster. Did I get new skills? No. Let's see. There's hunt. There's a bunch of stuff I can get if I make good friends with my doggy. But we're just beginning this new relationship. All right. I'm gonna save the game. I did thought he was laying down. I thought he was dead. I don't know the mechanics. My assumption is the dog probably can't die, but I don't know that for sure. Is this actually the trail that I want to use? No. No. This is the side trail. That was the side trail off this rabbit. First shot. All right. Now we got the hare meat. It's considered stolen, so I'm gonna... Hope that's not a guard. Hey, buddy. Oh, that dead rabbit back there? I don't know. Who knows? They just... Natural causes. Oh, just a dude. Okay. Rabbits get holes. They develop holes in them themselves all the time that look like arrow holes. I didn't see this. What is the conciliation cross? Conciliation crosses are merely stones with a cross engraved in the surface, were erected in places where tragic events or important historical events in the life of the community or country had occurred. Oh, that's my alarm. Sorry, Jones. They are closely linked to criminal law, a symbol of admission of guilt or a plea for forgiveness. The conciliation cross embodied repentance by a perpetrator of a crime built at the culprit's expense. In addition, the conciliation crosses mark the boundaries of estates and municipalities. Interesting. All right. I don't know if there's a hunting license. I'm not aware that there is, but I wouldn't put it past this game to have that. All right, and that's a good point. It is time for lunch. I think... Should I stop? You know what? I'm going to stop the stream. And I'm assuming I'm going to keep streaming again after lunch. But I was thinking, should I just put it on the break screen? But as long as I know I'm not going to be hanging out while I'm eating. So I might as well end it so that we'll have a fresh stream starting if I start again. I say there is a 75% chance I will stream again after lunch. But sometimes after I eat, my energy changes. So we'll see. We'll see. But I'm planning on my tentative plan is to start back up in about, I don't know, 10-15 minutes. So that's it for now. If for whatever reason I don't see you again, have a nice rest of your day, everyone. But I anticipate I'll be back in a bit. All right. See you soon. Bye-bye.